Why do birds suddenly appear? Every heart you are near. Just like me, they long to be close to you.
It doesn't.
Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go! Prepare for countdown! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion!
everyone, and welcome to the second edition of KDK's Lunatic Fringe that you're privy to this week. That's right, I did a show last night just because I was sitting around and didn't have to work today, and I was looking forward to listening to Monkey Phone Kids, but they never showed up. So I said, fuck it, I got the beer and the weed, I might as well party by myself. So I went on the air, and I did sort of like a psycho-babble retard night kind of show. I only did like 2 or 3 prank calls, but we had some fun last night. And I burned myself out, unfortunately, because I don't feel like being on the air right now. I feel like playing last night's show in its entirety. That's what I feel like doing. But instead, it's April 9th, and here I am. Welcome. Anyway, because I'm making dinner right now. As everybody, as all the regular listeners know, it's taco night over here in KDK land, so I'm making tacos right now. So I'm going to play some new shit that you guys haven't heard since the first time I played it, because I did some editing of a show earlier today. So you listen to this, and I'm going to go and finish making my tacos before I burn my meat.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Phyllis, how you doing, girlfriend?
Good. Who's this?
Listen, you don't know me. My name is Maurice Rosenthal, and I live down at 14116, and I got a piece of your mail. And And I looked you up online, and I'm calling to return your mail.
Oh?
Yes. How you doing? It's a magazine.
Pardon?
It's a magazine.
It's a magazine. What kind of a magazine?
It's OPM magazine, and it's addressed to Phyllis Fancy.
I don't even get that magazine.
Maybe it's a free issue or something.
No.
Well, anyway, I'm going to have my grandfather stop by and bring it off because it's not meant for us. It's meant for you, right? So he's going to drop it off, and he's a little lonely, so maybe sometime you go out for coffee with him.
I don't think so.
Well, he's older, and really...
Jeff, is this you?
Actually, well, I'm going to level with you. Grandpa stopped by your place, and he saw a piece of mail in your box. So he took it, and his plan was to return it, and that was how he was going to get to meet you in person.
Just tell him to throw it in the mailbox.
But he wanted to meet you.
Why? He doesn't even know me.
He says that he's been watching you for years, and he's always had a crush on you, but he couldn't tell you because he's very shy. So I'll send him over with the magazine, you know, if he creeps you out.
And he lives here?
What's that?
He lives here?
He lives with me.
And where is that?
I live at 14116. El Pico.
No, don't just throw it away. If it's an opium magazine, I don't want it.
It's not opium, not like the drug. It's the letter O, the letter P, and the letter M. I think it's a video game magazine.
No.
But he was bored, and he opened it up, and he took the game disc out, and he was playing some of the demos. And he played the Beautiful Joe 2 demo, and he says it erased his memory card, and he's very mad.
I don't want it anyway.
Okay, well, I'm going to send him over anyway. And
no.
She wasn't entirely disagreeable to going out for coffee with the old man. Sounded like if I had pushed it further, I might have been able to do it.
Her phone ring. It's the, Hello?
Hi, Dick?
Who?
Are you Dick?
I'm Richard, yeah.
Hi, this is Samantha down the road. And my mom is not alive no more, so my dad...
Your what?
My mom is not alive no more, so my dad told me to call people and ask them this question because he doesn't know how to answer it.
If what? I'm sorry.
Where do babies come from?
Wait a minute, what? No,
Where do babies come from?
Where are you, Samantha?
I'm down the road.
Down the road? What road?
Mm-hmm.
What road, Samantha?
Down your road?
Which street? On Idaho?
Yeah.
Okay, are you in my building?
Yeah.
Okay, and your mother died?
Yeah, she died a few years ago.
I see. Okay, and you're asking me what?
Where do babies come from?
Samantha, what are you doing?
I don't know.
favor? Would you call somebody else? Because this is not a good time.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's all right.
The fuck?
What?
Hello. Hello, Birdie.
Yeah?
How you doing, baby?
I'm fine. How are you?
This is Mabel speaking.
Huh?
This is Mabel speaking. Old Mabel from around the block. Birdie,
Yeah?
I heard you wasn't feeling so good.
I feel fine.
Feeling fine? Well, I heard you was kind of grouchy today.
Maybe you got the wrong number.
No, this is Birdie speaking. Am I speaking to Birdie?
Yes, you are.
My good friend Birdie.
Now, who are you?
This is old Mabel from around the block speaking. We met one time at the grocery store in the parking lot when your boy helped me load my groceries into my trunk. They were so heavy. Birdie, why are you so grouchy?
Lady, I don't know who you talking to.
I'm talking to Birdie. 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 Oh, baby. Oh.
Hello, can I speak to Chad, please?
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, this is MC Concept speaking.
Who?
MC Concept, the rap artist.
Hold on just a second, okay?
All right.
Hello?
Hello, Chad.
Who is this?
This is MC Concept speaking, the rap artist. How you feeling, my man?
Who is this?
MC Concept is my name. I'm a famous rap star.
Yeah?
Yeah, you ever seen me on TV? I've been on MTV and BET. You seen me on television?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm calling you. You know why?
Why?
Because you are the fucking man. That's why. Because you're my favorite homeboy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just asked to call you. They said that Chad was on his Make-A-Wish Foundation that he wanted to speak to MC Concept. So I said, Chad is my homeboy. I'm going to speak to Chad and give him a phone call at his house. And here we are talking right now, Chad. How you feel about that?
I'm feeling cool.
You feel cool?
Yeah?
Yeah, baby. That's what I like to hear right there. Let me hear you say, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How old are you, Chad?
15.
Oh, shit. What's your favorite kind of thing to eat?
Anything.
Anything. You eat pizza, you eat whatever comes your way.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You ever like going through the park or something and found some food on the ground and ate it?
Nope.
Cause I do that all the time, because I wasn't always a famous rap star. Back when I was living in the hood, I used to have to eat out the garbage cans. You remember when I had to eat out the garbage cans? Remember when me and you used to do that together, Chad? We used to eat out the garbage cans?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
Yo.
Now I'm gonna kick you from eating filet mignon. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's your favorite song by MC Concept?
No.
You like that one called "It's All About the Money," right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. I wrote a song about you, Chad. You want to hear my song about you?
Sure.
All right, it goes like this. Chad. That's right, his name's Chad, and I'm glad that he's my dad. If he was my dad, he wouldn't ground me. He'd just take me straight to the pound, B. He'd say, pick out a dog, which one you like? And I would say, that one. I'll name him Spike. And that's the one you like? I say, yes. And we go back to the house with the dogs, the best. You know what I'm saying, Chad? How you feel about that song?
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you like that song I just made up for you?
I have to go now.
Well, when are we going to talk again, Chad? Because I will miss you.
When do you?
When do you want me to call you again?
Next week.
I'm going to call you in 5 minutes.
Okay, after my mom's on the phone?
Yeah, I'll call you when your mom's on the phone.
Off the phone, okay?
Yeah, word up.
Okay, bye.
Peace out.
Peace out, man.
When Gavin was there, he talked about the fact that he shares your bedroom.
Yeah.
Can you understand why people would worry about that?
Because they're ignorant. Yeah.
Jack Department, how can I help you? Yeah, I'm over here at Burger King right here in San Clemente.
Mm-hmm.
No, not San Clemente. I'm sorry. I live in San Clemente. I'm in Laguna Niguel, I think. That's where I'm at. I'm at a drive-thru right now. I ordered my food 3 times. They're mopping the floor inside, and I understand they're busy. They're not even busy. Okay, I've been the only car here. I asked them 4 different times to make me a Western barbecue burger. Okay, they keep giving me a hamburger with lettuce, tomato, and cheese, onions. And I said, I'm not leaving. I want a Western burger because I just got my kids from Taekwondo. They're hungry. I'm on my way home, and I live in San Clemente. Okay, she gave me another hamburger. It's wrong. I said 4 times. I said, I want it. She goes, can you go out and park in front? I said, no. I want my hamburger right. So then the lady came to the manager, whoever she is, she came up and she said, do you want your money back? And I said, no, I want my hamburger. My kids are hungry, and I have to jump on the toll freeway. I said, I am not leaving this spot, and I said, I will call the police because I want my Western burger done right. Now, is that so hard?
Okay, what exactly is it you want us to do for you?
I send the officer down here. I want them to make me right.
Ma'am, we're not going to go down there and enforce your Western bacon cheeseburger.
What am I supposed to do?
This is between you and the manager. We're not going to go enforce how to make a hamburger. That's not a criminal issue. There's nothing criminal.
So I just stand here. So I just sit here and
you need to calmly and rationally speak to the manager and figure out what to do between you.
She did come up, and I said, can I please have my Western burger? She said, I'm not dealing with it. She walked away because they're mopping the floor and it's all full of suds, and they don't want to run. They don't want to go through there and
ma'am, then I suggest you get your money back and go somewhere else. This is not a criminal issue. We can't go out there and make them make you a cheeseburger the way you want it.
Well, you're supposed to be here to protect me.
Well, what are we protecting you from? A wrong cheeseburger?
No.
Is this a harmful cheeseburger or something? I don't understand what you want us to do.
Yeah, Uncle Dave. You cut your hair too. You're trying to look more respectable as an uncle now. Is it hot in here or is it me? Yeah, I think the heat must be on. Let me go turn the heat off.
Just come down here. I'm not leaving.
No, ma'am, I'm not sending the deputies down there over a cheeseburger. You need to go in there and act like an adult and either get your money back and go home.
She's not acting like an adult herself. I'm sitting here in my car. I just want them to make my kids a Western burger.
Now, this is what I suggest. I suggest you get your money back from the manager and you go on your way home.
Okay.
Okay? Bye-bye.
Hello?
Guess who?
What?
Guess who?
Who?
$6,000. It just cost me $6,000.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, $6,000.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Yes. You were saying.
What?
None of my business. You want to push me to answer you.
Hello?
This is a tasty burger.
Hello?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Hello?
Shut the fuck up!
Oh my god. Hello?
Whoa, stop right there.
Hello?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Please, continue.
Hello?
Where were you last night?
What the?
Did you hear what I said? What time do you have?
Who the hell is this?
My name is Richard Roma.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, why do you keep calling?
What are you going to do about it, asshole?
I'm gonna hang up because you're gay.
Oh, what a big man you are! Hey, let me buy you a pack of gum. I'll show you how to chew it. Ooh.
I know how to chew
Oh, I'm going to have your job, shithead. I humiliated you. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
This is really gay.
That's right.
You're stupid, whoever the hell this is.
Yes.
And we're back. And what you heard moments ago was, I opened up the mic for a moment just so you could get a listen to the craziness that is my neighbor Dave. In the middle of making my tacos, our neighbor Dave came over and sold us some weed because he's got the state coming to check out his place and he doesn't want to get caught with it. So we bought like $35 worth of weed for $22.50. I don't know. He saw all I had in my pocket was a 20, and he's like, "Can you scrape up $2.50?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could probably give it to you in quarters." So I gave it to him in quarters, but that's a good thing though because I finished the last of the week a little earlier tonight. And I'm sorry, and I apologize to everybody that I'm slacking so much right here in the beginning of the program. But with Keith's new schedule, it makes 10 o'clock is a very inconvenient time to do the show now because I got to pick up Keith at 9:30, then we come home and eat dinner, and the show's supposed to start at 10. So now we got home around, well, pretty close to 10 because we had to go pick up the stuff for our tacos. Yeah, but then still we have to eat dinner. And Dirk Wiggler said, "This is, oh, okay. I was planning on listening to the show tonight, but I'm laid up in bed sick. Have a good show and wish me a speedy recovery." Okay, recover speedily, Sean Ward. He goes into the chat room incognito when he doesn't want to, like, be hanging out for a while. And he doesn't want people to think he's being rude about it. The Failure says, "Hey, man, I didn't post this in the forum, but it's a good call. Oh, it's a call from the scam baiter." I love this guy. I love anybody who fucks with telemarketers like this because they're not even telemarketers. They're people running bogus scams trying to rip people off. So what better way to get revenge than rip them off instead? So let me play this. And thank you, The Failure. This is The Failure's prank call while I'm eating a taco. It's hot in here and I'm itchy from the heat. My skin is all
Hello, this is Butch.
Yes, Butch. How today, my friend?
Yeah, I'm all right. Who's calling?
My name is Joe. I'm calling from SQ Technologies.
All right, Joe. What do you do?
We distribute computer components. We located in Manhattan, New York.
All right.
Yeah, I can try my best. Give your best.
Hey. Slow down a little bit. Slow down. You're talking a little bit too fast.
I'm too fast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. We located in Manhattan, New York.
What's funny?
Huh?
What's so funny?
The sales is very funny. Every day you have to deal with different people.
Business is not funny, all right?
Yes.
Jokes are fucking funny, all right? Going to the bar and fucking around with your friends and drinking beer, that's fucking funny. When you call a business and you want to sell some shit, you don't laugh. All right, now explain to me what's going on here.
Yeah, we distribute the computer components like a hard drive, memories, CPUs, power supply, and stuff.
All right. Did you speak to Wilson last week?
Yes.
Wilson Tarbuckles, all right. He fucking quit, all right?
He quit already.
I think he quit because of you.
What's wrong?
He said that you gave him a hard time on the fucking phone, and he was nervous all day. He's got a nervous condition, and when you called him last week and you gave him a lot of bullshit and he said you disrespected him, he fucking quit this place.
No. That's not true.
I don't know what the hell's going on here. What did you guys talk about?
That's not true.
Why the fuck would he lie? That's what I don't understand. Why would he get so upset over the shit you're telling him?
Oh, no, we tell the truth. I just like the same the way I talk to you.
Oh, so you thought everything was a fucking joke with him too then? I can understand what the hell was going on. First of all, when you call me, you don't stop fucking laughing at me, all right? Okay. You're going to explain what you do. You're going to be a hardcore salesman because that's what I respect. And I deserve respect fucking back.
Okay, I understand.
All right, so let's continue.
Sorry about that, okay. Because, some people, there's different people, some people they need their very funny way and polite way to...
Yeah, I don't know, maybe you should fucking stick to faxing or something, Maybe you should fax an email, because obviously these fucking phone calls are not working out for you.
Yeah, you're a good guy, so you're a very serious guy, so next time...
Very serious. I like to get shit done fucking fast.
Yeah.
There's one thing you gotta know about me. I don't give a fuck about nothing, except getting paid, getting bitches, and issuing stitches. And that's what I fucking do all day. I don't laugh. Did you hear me laugh at all on this call? I did laugh. No, I did not.
You did not, yes.
I don't laugh. I get shit fucking done, all right?
Yes.
Let's get shit done now.
Okay. So what kind of stuff do you need right now today?
Well, we sell adult products.
Dell products, right?
Yeah.
But do you still need any computer components like a hard drive?
Oh, fucking hard drives are nice.
Yes.
We can use hard drives all day. I'll eat that shit up.
Okay. What hard drive? You want a Western Digital hard drive?
Western Digital's fucking nice. I like the 120 gigs. I like SATA, alright? Yeah. I like SATA, and I like 8 meg caches. Do you guys have that shit?
Yeah, I do have that kind of shit.
That's fucking nice. Alright, now we're talking, because I like to buy that.
Okay, sure, that's good.
Alright.
So, usually, basically, how many pieces you need? This kind of stuff.
On average, hey, Carlos! How many Western Digital drives do we buy a month? We're about 2,000 of them a month.
2,000, wow.
Well, we supply computers for the fucking medical industries, majorly hospitals, fucking private offices, fucking you name it, we do it. Like I says, we don't fuck around.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. You're a big guy.
Yeah, real big.
Yes, that's good. So hopefully, we in the future we'll listen together, my friend. I really need your support. And let me see how much money right now.
You know what? We also supply computers for cemeteries too. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Cemeteries have fucking huge databases. Everyone that fucking dies, there's gotta be someone at a computer punching in fucking names. They gotta keep track of who's in what fucking plot. All right?
Yes. Okay.
They gotta do that, and this is something new for us.
Oh.
We want to build touch screens for this shit. All right?
Yes.
Do you supply touch screens?
Yeah, we do.
Like, for instance, John Doe's dead. Put him in fucking spot 1B. Fucking click 1 on the screen, fucking 1B, boom, John's in that spot.
Okay.
We need, when people dying a lot lately and fast, and we need to fucking have these people fucking punching in this shit fast, alright?
Wow. So now 120 gigabytes, JB, this is,
JB, oh yeah, the JB, the code for the drive, yeah?
AMAC.4, the price is $82.
82, that's not fucking bad. How many for 1,000 of them?
1,000. But we don't do that. So how can if you can wire the money to my account first, we can provide 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, no problem. We can do that.
You can do that.
How do I know you're a fucking real company, though? No, that's the fucking thing.
Yeah, we do. Of course, we. How can I waste my time and energy to?
Hey, you know something? People fucking are scamming all over the fucking world. I myself have ran across a couple fucking scammers in my time, and I've lost fucking money. If I ever find those fucking folks, I'm gonna get a fucking string, and I'm gonna get a rock, and I'm gonna tie it to his cock, and I'm gonna take some pictures of it.
Yes. So you can.
I need to know from you if you're fucking serious. Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious.
Tell me you're fucking serious.
Yeah, definitely I'm serious.
You gotta say what I said. Are you fucking serious?
Yes, of course.
Say it.
Yes, I'm very serious.
No, you gotta say I'm fucking serious.
I'm fucking serious.
That's nice right there. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you an email address.
Yeah.
Because I got some shit to do in here. I don't have time to fuck around on the phone all day. That's why I fucking asked if you can send me a fax.
Okay.
And I got people over here listening now, and this call's taking a while. You're gonna fucking fax me, alright?
Yeah, I can email or fax you.
Alright, you know what? What's your email address? I'm gonna fucking email you.
Okay, email is, I have 2 emails. One you can type in PC Specials for you at yahoo.com.
Alright, get out.
Okay.
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish up with these people. I'm gonna email you.
Yes.
When I get some time later today, maybe I can call you back and fucking scream some more into the phone.
Okay, sure.
Alright?
Yeah, my phone number?
I got it on the caller ID. Don't act like a fucking smartass all of a sudden because you're gonna make me fail either.
Okay, sure. That's good. Butcher.
Yeah, Butch. Not Butcher, fucking Butch.
B-U-C-H.
No, that's Bush. That's like a fucking vagina hand. My name is Butch. B-U-T-C-H. My name is fucking Butch Drive Shaft.
Okay, that's good.
I'm gonna call you back in a little while.
Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you. The pleasure's been all mine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a good guy.
Yay. And I'm back, and I'm still eating tacos. What am I on? Taco number 4 now? Right? I'm sorry about this, everybody. I feel like I should have just blown off tonight's show like Monkey Phone did last night. Or just played last night's show, because most of the people listening now probably didn't even hear it, didn't even realize it was on. But then I got people pissed off that they missed the show in the first place, and I got people pissed off that it's not live, and it just pisses everybody off. Who cares? Hey, Mousy. You know, I'd much rather be playing video games than doing a show right now. I think I should just wrap it up. I could just play the show I did last night. I did a 3-hour show last night. Yeah, you know what, people? I'm sorry. I really don't feel like doing another show tonight. I knew I shouldn't have done the show last night, and I knew this was going to happen, but what the fuck? And there's a lot of people listening, too. I hate to do this. We got like 91 people listening. Fuck it. I'm going to play last night's show. I'm going to chicken out like the monkey phone kids, and I'm going to play last night's show, because I don't feel like being on the air here for the next 2.5 hours. Can you take your smelly socks off? The whole room smells like your dirty feet. Are you going to bed? Why not? You just want to stay here and make me uncomfortable? I don't know. I don't feel like making prank calls. That's for sure. But I only went back live because I was going to smoke some of this crazy weed. You want to smoke some crazy weed? You think it can make you crazy? I smelled it. It did smell funny. Tell me that one doesn't smell like fish. Does it smell like the pond water and nasty fish smell? Well, it smells like marijuana that was stored inside of a dead fish. We got 2 little bags here, and it's really nice to know where our government dollars are going. And it's also nice to know that my drug dealer gives a better deal to the fucking crazy guy who's a leech off the state than he does to us. Because this is... Did you see this? The size of this? It's one huge, solid, tight-ass bud. Sebastian's all excited investigating the hot box. Because I just folded the blanket and put it back in. Here's a little Martha Stewart type project you could do for your pets at home. Take yourself a milk crate and put like an old towel in the bottom and drape an old towel over the whole thing on the top. And sit it in front of a heater somewhere so that your cat can sit inside the box and be nice and steamy, toasty, warm. Because cats love to be hot. Right, Mousy? You want to smell the weed, Mouse? Wow, it does smell really good. Wow. Smell that, Mouse. She backed away for a second, then she's all curious, like craning her head in. Mousy. Who's going to get stoned? I do want to put the weed inside something else because this thing stinks. And I know that he puts his weed in his shoe. So, you know, when he goes and buys... No, he doesn't have to do that anymore because the drug dealer goes to his house now. He doesn't have to walk. He just have to walk like... How long would you say it is? 3 miles? Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 miles for a guy who's... No. From Dave's house to here, it's less than 5 miles. And yeah, 8 miles back and forth probably. If you combine them both, it's probably like 8 miles. And he used to have to walk it, and he's like, what would you say, good? Yeah, he's like 45 years old and like 100 pounds overweight. At least 100, maybe a little more. So that's kind of rough. He's probably happy he got a drug. Look at this. His other bag is like all taped up and shit. He ripped the Ziploc part off. His weed stuck to the tape. Do I have a... Yeah, smoke the tape. Do you know where we have any little film canisters so I can put this in something else? I'll go find one. Or do we have any new sandwich bags? Can you get me a new sandwich bag? So I'm not reusing the old one with the holes in it. I thought I had little film canisters around here. Who is it? Well, it's too late now. The machine already got it. And I'm going to get feedback if I pick it up. So, no phone, I just want to be alone. See, I didn't connect the 800 number or the toll-free number yet because I don't want people calling in yet. Maybe later. Maybe not at all. I guess we'll never, ever know. You never know. See, now, I've been live for the past couple minutes, and people are tuning out now when I'm live. I ought to go back to playing the old show. It was doing better. Old show, yeah. It's not even 24 hours old. For the love of Christ, what is the hold-up? Where do you want to smoke from? Hey, you want to smoke from the peace pipe? You don't like that thing? Why? Because it was up Bill's butt? That's it. Okay. Okay, I'm just emptying the little 20 bags into a sandwich bag. Someday somebody will pioneer a static-free sandwich bag so your weed doesn't stick to the side of it. And this other little baggie. Is it worth 20 bucks for crazy old dried out weed? Okay, you ready to smoke? Honey? Grab a pillowcase with a cat inside and come on over here and smoke. You just gonna smoke the resin? No, I got screens. You need a screen? Why don't you just save it for when we have no weed? Here's a screen. You need two. I'm going back into that little weed box that I was in on the air last week. I was picking through my weed box and talking about what I found last week. That's too big. I need a small one. There we go. Can you use that great big one? The only thing I think would fit is that, that big peace pipe with the faces carved on it and the lizards and stuff. That pipe has a bowl that probably would hold at least a half an ounce. It's an enormous bowl. Okay. I'm trying to get my energy up. I'm drinking a No Fear. Oh, I'm done with my Sobe No Fear already. And, pardon me while I empty the garbage, because there's no more room for any more cans in it. Can you bring me a new bag, please? And I'm going to pack my bowl. Make sure it's dead here. I love using quarters to cap my bowl because then it gets all resonated and then I go spend them and stoners know exactly what it's there from. They know exactly what it is. And resin smells so strong they will probably drive a drug dog crazy. If somebody has a resonated quarter in their pocket. I'm going to leave a lighter on a string over here because you're constantly stealing my lighter from the desk. What? You bring them to work and they never come home. So now I have lighters hidden from you, where you'll never find them. So I don't have to walk out to the car at 2 in the morning. Because I can't find a lighter. let me go to the chat room and see what people are saying. Aside from whining because they want me to do fucking prank calls. I have your calls all set for you from that show. Let me know how you want them. They're in a RAR file. RAR is perfect. Just make sure you keep them in the highest quality that you can. Don't downsample them to the 16K mono. As a matter of fact, even with the show, I can downsample it, but I'd like to keep the original higher quality one, if you could. The Freak says, thanks, bro. Have a good night. Thank you for the laughs. Prankmaster has numbers that are confirmed coming in for Ann Nickel, Sire Dime, Kenneth Metal, Betty Penny, Ann Nickel, and he's repeating himself again and again. So, Monkey Phone Matt is saying we could do a show later. You know what? When I go off the air here, I'm going to play the old show. I'm going to play the one from last night for everybody who missed it. There won't be any psychobabble tonight, but I'll play that show in its entirety, I suppose. And Monkey Phone Kids, you can make up for it next Friday. Mr. Peeper says phone numbers for Junior Olympic Commissioner KDK. And several more KDKs. Kevin D. Keith. George Dyke. Adelbert Funk. Beatrice Funk. Bambi Bush. Emily Cox. Rosemary Cox. Hein Shaniqua. These must be backwards. It must be Shaniqua Henderson. Adeline Hoser. Fucktardo says, hey, Fucktardo, get the motherfucking fuck in the fucking air right fucking now, bastard, or I'll kill Gerald the hamster. Sounds like a Monkey Phone Kid to me. And Dr. Phil says, Mark says he'll do a show tonight. Well, tonight is not Mark's night, so he can suck a fart from my ass. I'm not mad. I'm just not going to vacate the stream for them tonight. I've been doing it regularly for them. Not tonight. And we don't have all that many numbers coming in. Where's Mr. Peepers tonight? No Mr. Peepers numbers tonight? That sucks. I suppose I can take my name away from being away. Now I'm back to KDK in the chat room. If you want to join us in the chat room, there's 27 people there hanging out, and only one of them is a bot. That's right, only one bot in our chat room, because we don't need to pretend we're bigger than we are. I had a pair of tweezers around here, but you probably fucked with them, and God knows where they are now. Oh no, here they are. Tweezers. That's what they make them for. Your screen's so resonated it won't come out. Let me try making a call. Well, that's done. I was just trying to smoke my screen clean a little. I actually did get a good head out of it. Give that one to Julian. And Julian gets hit number 1. And no head shake. I didn't even see any smoke come out, actually. Oh, there you go. That was a good one. Still no head shake. He's got a tolerance. Yeah, Sebastian's waiting for his hit on top of the TV. I'll get Sebastian in a moment here. I'm going to use the tip of the scissors to scrape my bowl a little. I don't need a new screen, but it's a little blocked. Better. Okay, let's try this crazy weed. You know, he's so crazy, God knows what he does with his weed. He might have a ritual about how he stores it and what he does to it before he wraps it off. I don't even want to think about it. I wanted to get him on the air, but I didn't want to be, like, real obvious about it. I just put on the headset and opened up the mic and turned the mic up really high and tried not to say anything. I wonder how much of it people could pick up, but basically she's carrying on because I guess the stage is coming by. to look at his apartment and see what needs to be repaired because he's on state aid. He gets crazy money like Tina. Crazy money. I need me some crazy money. You think I could convince the state that I'm completely insane and get some Section 8 money for the rest of my life? Huh? Yeah, it probably would take a couple of years. How would I support myself in the meantime? Because if I'm holding a job, then I'm not crazy, right?
Who is this as?
Katie K's lunatic friend, you're on the air.
Dude, why are you digging out my dead fish stash?
Yeah, the dead fish stash.
Why does it smell like dead fish?
I don't know. I thought maybe because he put it in his shoe, but his drug dealer delivers now, so that's not the case. So...
I'm sure that's been done before, though. I'm sure people have hidden things in fish.
I don't know. This wouldn't have... This is locally grown, so it wouldn't have been smuggled where it would have needed to be hidden in fish.
No, I'm just saying somewhere in the world, sometime, something was was stuffed into a fish.
It's probably very common. So, what's up?
Not much. You're burnt out?
Yeah, I don't feel like doing a show tonight. I'm gonna smoke this crazy weed here.
Yes, and you're going to play video games?
Yeah, I'd much rather be playing video games. But people are whining and harassing me so much that I feel like I'm forced to be on the air.
Did you play your Ratchet thing through?
Yeah, I beat Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, and 3 now. I beat them all.
And of the three, can you pick a favorite?
Probably 2.
2?
Yeah.
What was disappointing about 3 that 2 is better?
It doesn't have any grind rail levels, and the weapons have started to... They're all the same at this point.
Redundant.
I mean, there's only so much you can do. They pretty much thought of every creative weapon they could in the game, and there was really nothing new to bring out for the third one, so I didn't really have any new weapons for you to play with. But Part 2 did.
So what would you say is your all-time favorite game for PS2?
Probably Dark Cloud 2. I like Dark Cloud 2 a lot. That was a lot of fun. So, you're going to be getting your PC soon so that you can play The Sims?
It's going to be a little bit yet. It's going to be probably, it's looking now like it's going to be like the 15th.
Oh, that's not long.
Yeah. Seems like long. It seems like long when you're, like, I've been, to pay for it, I've been, like, eating only at work, like leftovers at work.
Oh, really?
And that's all I eat.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's a little nutty on my part. But
what was that?
I said, so it's a little nutty on my part.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go.
Alright.
I'm bummed. I don't feel like using the phone.
Okay, have a good night.
Okay, you too. Peace out. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Remind me never to do a surprise show again. What are you doing? You're burning the screen. Why? Why didn't you just save the screen until you had no weed, and then you would end up doing that? What you do is you take the screen itself and put it in a bowl, and you just smoke the whole screen. Just fold it up and put it in another bowl and smoke it that way. Now you got a pile of powder that's going to get all over the place. It's going to go through the screen and into your mouth. And resin tastes so lovely. Holy Grail says, I'll send along some numbers if you ask me very nicely. Well, I don't need to. There's other people sending in numbers. Raw Milk says, it means it is a lot of walking. See, this is why we don't use the chat room to make comments about the show, but I don't have the AIM open, so I can see whether that happens. Should I open up the AIM? I'll go open up the AIM name. The name is going to be PCU Live. PCULIVE. And I'll leave it open for as long as, or until I get aggravated with idiots. Yeah, I'm just a scary genius. But I told you a little about all the drama that's going down, right? All the Blackout's friends are convinced that he's gone completely insane. And not like in a good way, like a creative, productive way, but in a like he's disturbing and he's getting worse, like he's sinking lower and lower. Yeah, playing with a light bulb. You know, I talked about this last night. And have you ever seen me like be KDK in public? See, KDK is a little more obnoxious. When I'm doing the show as KDK, I allow myself to be a little more obnoxious and let a little more of my my nasty side come out. But I don't go around like being KDK in public, like just trying to be like the buffoon. If there were like a camera there recording it or something, I'm not gonna act like a douche unless it's like something that's being recorded. I'm not going to do it just for the hell of it because I'm desperate for attention. But apparently he's gotten to the point where wherever he goes, he puts on this like retarded fake air about himself. I don't know because I haven't been there. I'm just going by what some of them have said. A lot of people have started to think differently about him since he attacked me and attacked a lot of his own friends and all this shit. People are starting to realize that he's always forever claiming he's a genius, but from what I hear, it's nowhere near. It's pretty sad that what I've done here so far tonight is more genius than anything he does. And I'm not even trying. School sucks, says Word, nigga. That is like the coolest AIM name ever. How did you get like School Sucks? How could that not have been taken? And it's spelled right too. School Sucks _ It's got a space. Wait, you're not allowed to have a space in an AIM name, are you? Yeah. Well, that's cool. So somebody was telling me what was going on I guess people attacked him on his forums, like friends of his, and I thought it was very funny. I thought it was very amusing that people are coming around to the same way I've been thinking for quite a while. No, he's not just a douchebag anymore. Now he's like, he was always, you know, he was always like, he was always bragging, but he always knew that it was just bragging, that like it wasn't really true. But now he's like delusional, and he wants to plan like a 10-day trip to go to an amusement park in Ohio from his mom's house in Florida. And he wants to rent an RV and have like a road trip to go up to an amusement park. And because it's the 10th anniversary of Blackout's Box, the website. And he got all pissed off that nobody was excited about it but him. And they realized that it was just him trying to stroke his own ego and say, look at how important I am that all these people are going to follow me all the way to fucking Ohio and blow all this money for my stupid ass. And people called him on it, and it's true. Wouldn't you say? I've known him for a while. I must be stoned because I'm just rambling about shit that doesn't even matter. What's that? 10 years of E-Bombs World? But what website calls for it like a big road trip for an anniversary? Big deal. Maybe Google. Maybe Google should have a big party in Acapulco. But they would pay for everybody to go. They wouldn't expect everybody to pay their own way to get there. Yeah, that's another thing. He was trying to get other people to pay for his way to go there. Hang on a second. Somebody wants me to go turn on the toll-free number. Maybe I'll do that. That'll make the show easier, because then other people can talk, and I can just sit here going, yeah, whatever, playing crickets and whatnot. I'm going to cricket everybody tonight, so if you're going to call in, I'm going to offend you and piss you off and make you never listen again, like I did with Princey. I did it to Entros last night, because I thought it would make Princey feel better, because he thought it was so funny when I cricketed her. They're friends in real life, by the way. They were hookups, I think. They met each other off the internet. La, 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 la. Okay, I'll give you the number to call in a second. Let me first turn it on. And I'm going to turn it off once I'm done doing numbers. So there's a limited time that people can get through using the toll-free number. Okay. The number that you need to call is 1-866-520-4866. That's the toll-free number, but that's not the number to use if you want to call in and do prank calls with me, because I don't feel like doing prank calls or paying for you to do prank calls. So, that's just if you want to talk, but I guess would you say I'm in a bad mood tonight? I'm just unmotivated, I think. Because I did a great show last night. It turned out to be like a great show. And you know how stupid it sounds, but it really does take a lot out of you to do a live internet radio show. Well, out of me, anyway. And I've heard other people say the same thing. Just because your mind is moving so fast and you got to keep the show going and come up with new stuff and be spontaneous and funny and witty. That didn't take long. Let's see who's calling it.
Hey, kid, Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air.
Cricket me.
You want to be cricketed?
Not really. Randy Dandy.
Oh, hey, how you doing, man? I didn't recognize the name. You calling from a different number this week?
Different number? Oh.
Unless
we start 6-7, I don't think I did.
Oh. Okay, so what's going on, man?
Nothing much. I just bought the domain name, if you didn't hear, for Monkey Phone.
What happened?
I bought the domain name.
What, monkeyphone.com?
.net. Because some people made a banana phone on .com.
What is it, banana phone?
Yeah, monkeyphone.com's a banana phone.
Or something like that. Also, I saw a company in England, I'm not sure what it is, maybe monkeyphone.org, where it's one of those, what do they call them? They call them wind-up services, where they do automated prank calls on people, or something. I'm not sure how they work. I don't
know. Whatever.
If you do a search for monkey phone windups, you'll find it. I'm looking for my crickets while I'm talking to you. Okay, I found them. You got something to talk about? I'm not going to use the crickets until the call. What's that?
I'm dearly hurt.
No, I didn't use it yet. You got to wait till I play it, and you're not going to know that I played it because you're not going to hear it.
Oh, that's no fun, is it?
Yeah, it is. That way you go back, you're all happy you got off there, you're like, yeah, I'm cool, I was on the air, everybody thinks I'm the man in the chat room, and then you hear the crickets that I played for it, and you're like, no!
He screwed me over.
No, I love you, you know. Nobody ever gets offended at the crickets.
Except for Princey, you left.
It depends. If you're really bad, then I might give you the owls or the loons. The frogs. The frogs are good. So what do you want to say, Randy, before I do have to cricket you?
What?
Do you have anything to say? You wanted to call in. Now you must have had a point or something you wanted to talk about.
I do. I just say, do not give me the cricket.
Oh, okay.
Spare me.
Okay. I won't give you the crickets then. But I'm still going to let you go. Decent.
Oh, well.
The loon starts out nice and low. So it comes in very slowly. And I can continue talking to people while the stuff comes up. And it always cracks me up when I listen to it like in an old show when I cricket somebody and I don't remember that I did it to them. And then it starts coming up. I'm like, wow! I was so right. Anyway, I'm looning myself. I'm going to play a prank call from the 975 girls because they're dirty and they're sexy. And this one is called Lesby Friends. Lesby Friends. Get it?
Chris there?
This is Chris. Who's this?
This is Terry. Is Chris there?
I'm Chris.
But you're a girl.
Yeah, so are you.
Wow, I never done a girl before on the phone.
Excuse me, what was that?
These friends buy you a free 10 minutes of phone sex, and I'm going to give it to you. Do you have the time?
Oh, my God.
Tell me what you're wearing.
You go, girl.
What color are your panties?
They're white with pink stripes all over.
Do you have big tits?
Yep, 38C.
Do you like ice?
I love ice.
Oh, God, I want to put it in my mouth and run it down your neck and around your nipples till they get really, really hard. And then I'm going to watch the ice melt between your wet pussy. I want you to squeeze the drops of water down your thighs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Do you like to make love with food?
I love food, all kinds of food.
Because I'd like to take an egg and crack it on your head. I want to eat your pussy like a girl.
Oh, God.
I can taste your sweet honey. It makes me nauseous, and I think I'm going to squirt diarrhea all over your face. Would you like that?
What's this?
I want to take a meat cleaver and chop off your fingers so you have to stump fuck yourself every day.
Oh, my God. This is gross.
Oh, God, baby, I want to eat your pussy so badly and put my fingers inside you until you get wet and sticky.
Oh, God.
Oh, it feels so good.
It does.
Damn, you're so hot. I want to take a stapler and staple your pussy lips together. Then I'll take a 2x4 and smash your face in. Do you like that?
Oh, my God, this is ridiculous. I can't take this anymore. Who paid for this? What is this? Who are you?
Fuck you, man.
Well, then fuck you, you stupid bitch. I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to... My friends are... Oh, goodbye, you stupid ass.
And we're back, and live on the phone here, we have with us DJ Freak, who, could we call you the KDK personal archivist?
That's fine, yeah. That's cool.
We do need other archivists, because it's just so much material.
It is.
There's so much content.
It's not really hard to do, it just takes a while.
Yeah, it's time consuming. If you want to do it right, you got to listen to the whole thing. And for example, when I do a show, I'll listen to it and I'll sit here paying attention to it the whole while. And when it gets boring for even like a minute or two, I cut it out. You know?
Oh, see, what I did is I just cut out all the dialing and calling cards and hang up calls.
Well, that's good enough.
I mean, it does shorten it a little bit. And
oh yeah, definitely. Just
people love your long rants.
The music, when it's on the site, is going to sound like crap anyway, so you don't want that in there. And then you don't want the dialing info in there because then people are going to complain and want me to take the file down.
Yeah. But earlier you said keep it at a high bit rate,
yeah.
But I only have it at 32K.
Yeah, some of the old ones, like the ones I sent you, are in a low quality. Like if I were to send you one of the new ones that I have, it would be a 56K.
Okay, yeah.
Because 6K mono sounds pretty good. So if I keep it in that and then convert it down for the site, I still have the original, and then I got the crappy version for the site. And I would put the good version up there, except that when people are there at the site streaming shows, if they're huge, the site bogs down. I know probably everybody listening has been to the site like during the weekday, and you've seen how slow the site can go when people are there downloading the soundboards and pranks and listening to old shows. It does start to bog down, unfortunately. I wanted to come up with a solution
it's
for
good.
that.
It's there, it's free.
Yeah, it's so good if it's going to start, like, being so popular that it's fucking slow as shit.
It's still free, though. Don't complain. You want to buy a web server, then complain.
No, people do complain.
Yeah, that's what bugs me.
I'm not going to buy a dedicated server, though. I can't afford to pay, what is it, like $90?
Well, yeah, if they're going to complain, they'll buy you a server.
Yeah, right.
Buy me a server.
Well, it happened to blackout. I wish somebody would buy us a goddamn server. Wouldn't that be great?
I have no money. I'm sorry.
Pardon me while I take a sip of beer. So, what's going on tonight, DJ Freak? You heard that I don't feel like making prank calls tonight, right?
Running around all over. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, all the people trying to, like, do prank calls will kill the hamster or whatever that was. I don't know what that was. But still.
I'm sorry. You should have listened last night. They were complaining when I was playing last night's show. Now they're complaining that I'm not doing pranks.
I'll complain because you don't tell me when you do shows, like last night and stuff like that.
What happened?
You never tell people. How am I supposed to know you're going to do a show on Friday? Or Thursday?
It was a spontaneous thing.
Spontaneously message everyone. Get a K to K.
Well, if you had stopped by the chat room, you would have seen.
I don't stop by chat room because nobody's in it to talk to.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, I have my own... Yeah, I forgot about that.
Check Shoutcast. You know, you should be listening to PC all the time anyway. You should already be listening, and I just pop in, and you're like, wow, there's a surprise show going on. Everyone should just be, even if you're not listening, you just have it open with volume down. What? Well, anyway, you got anything to say? It's like pulling teeth with everybody tonight. Jesus Christ. DJ Freak, say something funny.
Something funny. I have his room open, DJ Freak Appreciation. That's kind of funny because there's nobody in it.
You made your own room on the PCU server?
Yes.
Ted said he was going to make that impossible.
Well, you're only allowed to be in 2 rooms at once.
Oh, so, I see. He made it so that there can be 2 rooms open at any time, right?
Yeah, so everybody can't create a ton of rooms.
Yeah.
Like right now, there's only /list, my room, your room, and KDK.
Well, KDK is my room.
Well, no, you got PCU, my room, and KDK.
Uh-huh. What is your room called?
DJ Freak Appreciation.
Well, I appreciate you.
Jan Server's in there, my friend the bot.
You know, I'm on AIM. Why don't you send me those prank calls?
Oh, you were? In order to do that, I'm going to have to send a tech PC anywhere on my computer. Okay, hold on.
You're going to have to what?
See, I'm at a friend's house, so I got to use PC anywhere to get to my computer.
Oh, well, if it's a big pain in the ass,
no, it's not.
But it would be easy to do it, and I could play them tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm already on my computer.
Master Stigum says he's compelled to listen even without the pranks. Yes, that's the point. The pranks are just like, what's a good analogy? It's like the peak.
Everyone loves your long rants?
It's like the peak. Like when you're tripping on acid, and there's that one part. Have you ever tripped on acid?
Nope.
Well, you never should. But they have something called a peak when you're tripping on acid. It's when you're as high as you're going to get, and from it's only going to be downhill from there. And it's like supposedly the most pleasurable part of any psychedelic experience. So with this program, because it is so long, it's like 3 hours.
Do what?
The prank calls are like the peak.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Sometimes I think the prank calls are like part of the weakest part of the show.
Okay, I have a problem. I can't connect to my computer.
Well, don't worry about it, but when you get a chance, catch me on AIM and send me those calls, and I'll play them on the air next week. Because they're from January of last year or something?
1-10-204.
Cool, January 10th, 2004. So that's pre-archive material. So I haven't heard it in, like, over a year.
Everybody suddenly joins my room.
Oh, really? Yeah, everybody go hang out and appreciate, because it helps me out with the editing.
Appreciate?
Yeah.
No.
Well, catch me on AIM and send me that shit, and then I'll send you another file.
Yeah, I don't know if I have my auto file transfer open, but you can try sending me a file.
Well, just catch me whenever you can, and I'll send it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I'll probably head home sometime and reactivate it.
Peace out, my Negro.
Okay.
Bye-bye. That was DJ Freak. You know, he used to do a show on Wild Bunch Radio. Wild Bunch Radio. Bastards. Should they be enemies now? Should I, like, go off on rants making fun of everybody at Wild Bunch? You know, because I didn't want to be on there anyway. Because nobody ever listens. What's on Wild Bunch right now? Let's see what's on Wild Bunch right now. Somebody with 8 people. It says, fuck you right back. Maybe they're listening and they're trying to send me a message. Let's see what that's about.
You like a bitch. Talking shit.
They're playing bad parodies. What is it, Dr. Demento over there? If anybody wants to give me some instant feedback during the program, there's so many people in the chat room and nobody giving me any kind of instant feedback. The name is GCULIVE on AIM. Let me see what people in the chat room are saying. Holy Grail says, you jackass, you didn't even read the rest of my message. You're a hack and leave those monkey phone kids alone. They're going to grow up and save the world against the forces of Garnachua and his legions of doom. That's the monkey phone kids again. It's got monkey phone written all over it. And that's how I know Brad Pitt. Monkey Phone Man says, Goo did that, what a douche sometimes. Randy Dandy is most likely the most generous person I know. Randy Dandy. He's really Randy. Ralph says, hey, that guy tried to get you to call last night. His name is The Ho. He's Asian. And, don't be mean. Wait. And don't mean to pester you, but just want to make sure you got the bubble soundboard. Yes, I did, Ralph. Ralph sent me a bubble soundboard I put on the website today. Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. There's not a whole lot of sounds, and the sound isn't even that good, but I just think Bubbles is so cool. I had to post it. I know there's a lot of other people that love Bubbles too, probably. Maybe not in this country, but Trailer Park Boys is an apparently popular show on the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Network or something. So we don't get it in America, but you can download it off of BitTorrent. You should sometime. It's very funny. And the seasons are only like 8 episodes, so they're not that big. You know, the seasons. Let's see what else people are saying. Mr. Peepers has a bunch of numbers coming in. I don't want to do calls. Somebody's asking how many tacos I had. I had 5 tacos. I didn't even want to do that. People are bothering me about prank calls. You look like a tiny gangle creature. I look like a tiny gangle creature. I have no idea what a gangle is. Gangle. I think it would be a version of the word gangly. But I'm not gangly because I'm not very tall and I'm not very skinny. Anyway, I'm going to play a song here. I need some music trying to cheer myself up because all these assholes. I should just go off the air. You're going to bother me, I'm just going to leave. You fucks. And then everybody can blame you in the chat room and talk about what a cock you are. Go listen to Wild Bunch. What will make me feel better?
Take a picture of tonight and keep it by your heart. Love has left us memories, there's no better way to part. I will find another love, someone new to drag me down. How you tried to level me, but you never stood your ground. Fortunately, I got a wife this time. Fortunately, I got me on my mind. Oh, I just wanna be loved. Don't wanna fight you, baby. But I must be proud to stay at night. I just wanna be loved. Don't wanna beg you, baby. But I must be proud to stay at night. Take a piece of dignity and use it in your life. Even though you hurt me, I still want you to survive. Love was never special. We were never young.
We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
You will always have someone to bring you on the ground.
Hey.
Fortunately.
Hello? Hey. Hey.
too bad. Pragmaster, Psycho Monkey Phone Stalker. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you go. You're calling up, you're going, yeah. So why are you calling? You're only allowed one call a night, by the way. Every time I look at the call detail, I see your name like 50 times, like trying to call when the number's busy.
Yeah.
You need to chill.
I know, I'm
especially going nutty trying to call in when you don't have anything to say, goddammit. Say something. Now I'm going to force you to say something amusing.
I don't know, I just like calling in, you know?
You just like hearing yourself on the air.
Not really, I just like to call in, you know? It'll keep you kind of busy.
So when you call in, you ought to have an agenda, right?
Yes.
Come up with something to talk about. Have some material or something. God damn it.
Yo, I wish you can at least do gun class at night.
Somebody is saying I'm going to go shut down the WBRN room if I can. Why would you bother? Stop that. Don't be doing... All it does is make people pissed at me. Leave them alone. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to this person that's saying he's going to go attack WBRN for no apparent reason.
Yo, I got a good question for you.
Picking on WBRN is like kicking a retard at this point. Okay.
Yo, do you know what the Three Stooges' last name are?
Shep.
No, that's the first name. That's somebody, I think that's one of the Stooges' brothers. It's not the last name.
Uh-huh.
Do you know the last name?
No.
I do.
What?
Larry, his last name is Fine. F-I-N-E.
Larry Fine.
And Mo and Curly is Howard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I bet you'll have any problem with yourself.
So it's something new.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Now Field Technician is back saying, I just killed the WBRN room. What do you mean? Their chat room? They don't have a chat room, do they? Why would you pick on them? Let me stop the crickets, because I'm getting distracted by them. Oh, like they're not going to be able to figure us out? Oh, man. I don't want to say who a Field Technician is, but... he's the founder of their chat room. Well, you know what? It sort of serves them right for allowing a listener to be the founder for their chat room. I know Uriel tried to do that once, and we never used it because he registered it first on me. What do you have a request? Is there anything you feel like hearing? No. Is this another asshole calling in with nothing to say? Let's find out. KDK's Lunatic Friends are on the air.
Hello.
And go. Hey, who is this? How are you doing this evening?
It's Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, how are you doing?
Or Dr. Phil. Someone said I did a good Dr. Phil, and I didn't think I did.
Well, yeah, just do the Dr. Phil character.
I'm not really good at that. Anyway, so one of the reasons I called was I think you have to, like, fill out the whole show.
I have to what?
Like, I don't know, you seem like you're getting worked up or stressed out or something about the show.
How do you know?
Just by listening to you.
How do you know how real that is?
Well, I don't, obviously.
A lot of times I exaggerate for comedic effect.
Okay, but I know that I understand that could be annoying people.
Remember, you're listening to entertainment as well as me just trying to have fun drinking beer.
Yes, it is entertaining.
So it's not entirely reality.
Yes, I believe that. So anyway,
Did I confuse you?
Have you ever watched the Michael Jackson reenactments on TV?
No, I heard that he was doing that every day, and
Yeah, they're doing that. They're just so odd to watch.
Yeah.
Because you're wondering, like, what's really real.
Do they have a Chinese woman in blackface playing Michael?
I can't actually tell if it's a man or a woman.
Well, that's pretty accurate then.
Yeah.
Androgynous freak with a plastic or rubber nose.
Exactly. So,
you think he did it? You think he did it?
That's something I wanted to talk about, because I was talking to this one person. I sort of had a mini argument. Someone said that Michael obviously bought, some island, not for the U.S., and he's just ready to run any one of these days. And I think he is truly out of it.
Yes.
I don't think he understands what it means to go to court. He's just sort of going there, oh, I'm going to go there and wear my pajamas, and I'm going to be Tinkerbell and a Marilyn Monroe today.
No, that's not it. The problem is he's so medicated and fucked up and lost in his own little fantasy world that people can't wrangle him up and get his ass in court and make him presentable in time.
But do you think it's the medications that's fucking him up?
I think he's probably a big drinker. He admits that he's addicted to painkillers because of back injuries, he claims, or something. And he's probably on God whatever else. But who knows?
Do you think he'd be, as far as Hollywood land is concerned, do you think he'd be a normal person in that society? As normal as it gets in that circle?
No, he's the extreme example.
I mean, he's just so fucked up, but if you actually look at his life, it does make sense. I mean,
I think he was probably molested by his dad or one of his brothers
probably.
when he was a kid.
But even if he wasn't, he was 5, and his dad was first forcing him to be part of the singing group. And
what are you trying to get sympathy for a pedophile? You can't be.
No, I'm not trying to give him sympathy. I'm just trying to say that his fuck upness is somewhat justifiable. I mean, he said, he had to work whatever 16 hours, and then he'd go, and he'd be 5, and he'd be watching his brothers have sex with these people, and that's what turns people into psychotic, crazy sex offenders.
But what if he's not really a male? What if he really is female, and then it's more like a case of all the teenage boys that she molested would be oh, cool, that's not so bad.
Do you think he really has
some fag, right?
Do you think he really has some sexual misidentity that has something to do with gender?
I think he might be a hermaphrodite or something. I think there might be something going on there.
Oh, I think there's definitely something going on along the lines of gender confusion.
Well,
I don't know if it's actually anything physical.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it is the case. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if Michael Jackson
it wouldn't surprise me either, but...
what was that?
Yeah, so we had some of the graphic testification, I don't know if that's a word, on this week. But the thing that is good about the defense, or not good, but what's going for the defense is all the witnesses of prosecution seem to be these fucked up people who just go around suing people, and they do have reasons. Why can't they just find one person who's normal to say, I saw Michael Jackson molest little boys, even if he is, not telling the truth? As a persecution.
A normal person, really, if you look deep enough?
No, but I'm saying these people that are testifying, saying they saw Michael Jackson doing these things, they're people who have sued Michael Jackson. One of them already sued him.
You're just being brainwashed by his good lawyers. That doesn't mean shit. Just because they tried to get some money out of him because he fucked him over doesn't mean that he didn't do it. It just means they could be saying, I saw something, so I have no reason not to tell anybody if he's going to be a prick to me.
But these people who are testifying are almost as fucked up as Michael himself.
No, they're not. Nothing even close.
Well, you're right.
Michael Jackson is on the level of Howard Hughes, collecting fingernails and spit in a jar.
That's
true. I wouldn't
be
surprised if he did that.
I suppose working for him would make you a little crazy.
No.
After a while, you're just walking around like a zombie,
Peter Pan, Peter Pan, Peter Pan.
These are people that are probably afraid to come forward because they saw him molesting these children and they didn't tell on him in the first place. So they could get in trouble for not going to the authorities immediately. And these people, I would guarantee you these people are telling the truth. They did see what they saw. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them exaggerated it just because they want to make sure Michael pays the price for what he did. But I don't think the people are lying. I think he really did molest those kids. And I wouldn't be surprised if celebrity children came forward and admitted that they were molested. I'm waiting for Macaulay Culkin to come out and say, yeah, it's true.
Well, so far he said it's not the truth. But I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't
it would be
surprised
bad for
either
his
way.
career. But now his career isn't doing so hot. So
I'm wondering if that would be the first career. That might be
You're talking over me. I gotta go. Peace out. Should I just go? Yeah, I'm just going to go. I'm going to go off the air, and I'm going to play last night's show. So if you miss it, you can listen to last night's show. And I don't want to hear anybody complaining. As a matter of fact, I'm going to close out of everything, and I'm going to go do something else. Yeah, let me find that file. I'm here just to... Okay, on the phone with me, I have Ted. Say hello, Ted. We're here just to confuse you even more because everybody was listening to parts from... I was live before, then I played a live show from last night that nobody heard before, or barely anybody heard. And
I had no... Yeah, well, I started listening at like 8, so my time, so I had no idea it was a replay.
Yeah. I made internet radio history by being the first internet radio DJ to be on the air. I beat him to a cup, and then I don't think we heard this part yet, but I pitched the cup out the window.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I had like a cup of hot tea here, and I think I had to get rid of it.
A cup of hot nothing.
Yeah, so I opened up the window and pitched it out. It was raining anyway.
There you go.
It all washed away.
If you were a cat, you could say you were marking your territory.
Yeah, I'm marking my territory. That's what I would have said when the cop showed up.
No.
Can you get in trouble for dumping pee out your window? Probably not.
I don't know.
Is it
littering?
What?
Is it littering?
Well, they would have to collect evidence then.
Yeah.
They'd have to do a DOA test and prove it's my pee.
A DOA.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you this.
The pastor Stigum is saying to me, he says, KDK is playing his surprise show from last night again, and you pissed in a cup on the air. And he says, oops, wrong window. Yes, I did indeed. But, you know, it could have been fake. I could have been just pouring my water into a glass. You never know.
My experience was getting one of the most simple appliances on earth installed.
A dishwasher?
No.
What?
Well, I got my bonus from work, so I figured, okay, I'm going to make some improvements around the house. So the first thing I ordered, because we have an air conditioner, but it's like a through-the-wall kind.
Uh-huh.
And the one that was in here is like from 25 years ago when the place was built.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm going to order a new one. And, you know, it's not hard to install one, but I figured, all right, I'll pay the extra $90 because then it'll be easier. They'll just come, take the old one away, and put the new one in, and it'll be done.
It's worth it.
Because I don't want to have to do a Sanford and Son drive to the dump.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't just leave that in your garbage because it's got toxic waste in it.
Yeah.
Freon.
So, the first day I set up for the install appointment, they never showed up. Right? So I took off of work and I was at home.
Is
I
this
called
like
up
a
and I'm
chain, like a big company, or like a local place?
Well, I ordered the air conditioner from Sears and they contract people out.
Yeah, okay.
To do the install.
Uh-huh.
So it was like some appliance place. They specialize in installing appliances. Anyway, so they never showed up, so I call up, I'm like, so, hey, where's the installer guy? She's like, oh, he was there and left. And I was like, what are you talking talking about? I was home the whole time. She's like, oh, he left a note on your door. And I'm like, okay. And, you know, I went to my door, of course, there wasn't a note. And when I had called earlier that day, wondering when he was going to show up, she's like, oh, you know, he's having a hard time out there. So many of our customers have, you know, rotting pipes and their cabinets are falling apart, so he's having a rough time out there. So, okay, they never show up the first time. So I get aggravated and I say, okay, I'll set up another appointment. So in the second appointment, you know, I call midway because, you know, they give you a window.
Yeah.
Between 1 and 4.
That's what they were saying.
So at about 3 o'clock, I started getting nervous. I was like, okay, he's not going to show up. So I call him and say, oh, Ted, you know, it's just a hard world out there. You know, our installers are they're just having the hardest time. You know, I would try and get a hold of the installer now, but he's probably under someone's sink that has fallen apart or something.
Yeah,
it's just like everything's going wrong. And I said, you realize this is the second time you're going to blow me off. And she's like, oh, you know, all I can do is apologize. And I said, well, you know, that's not acceptable. You got to do something more than apologize. You have to show up and install the air conditioner, right?
Yeah.
So you know, I get upset, and I'm like, you know, I'm home from work again, waiting for you guys. You guys don't show up.
Yeah, you're taking time off from work to wait for those stupid asses.
So, and the whole point why I paid for an install was I thought I was going to save time.
Yeah.
Remaining.
What?
You have 1 minute remaining.
Oh, it sounds like your car is about to die.
Oh, shit.
Well, you can call back if you want.
Yeah, I got to tell you the rest of the story, man, because it's fucked up.
Okay, well, I'll let you go and call back with another card, and we can...
Yeah, I'll call right back.
Okay. Hey.
Hey.
And Ted is back.
All right.
And let me say again that we're live, and it's Sunday, April 10th at 12:09 in the a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. So, you know, they were telling me, okay, you know, it's only 3 o'clock. Maybe he'll show up. Right? So I'm like, okay, fine. You know, she's like, he should be in there within the hour. So I call back in 65 minutes. I'm like, so, it's been 65 minutes. Where's the installer? She's like, yeah, you know, Ted, it's just hard out there. You know, there's just so many installs to do. And I'm just like, well, why do you schedule more installs than you can handle, so you keep pissing me off, you know? She's like, oh yeah, but you know, there's just too much work out there. And I said, so why don't you hire more people? She's like, oh, we have lots of installers. I'm like, so what's the problem getting here then if you have so many installers? So at this point I'm really aggravated, right? And so I'm like, look, I have to leave, you know, if somebody shows up, you know, at 7 o'clock or something, maybe my wife will be home and they can do it or whatever. So I leave the house. I get back, and the installers are actually leaving the house. I had to go to class, and I get back, and, you know, my wife has this nervous look on her face, and then, you know, I come in, and, I mean, I swear to God, it was Bubba Johnson. It was Bubba Johnson, and I don't know who the fuck the other guy looked like. He looked like a, you know...
Jimbo?
No, he looked like, you know, a Jamaican drug lord.
Oh, now you know why I took so long.
So then, the air conditioner, I look at it, and, you know, I just got home from work, so I really wasn't, you know, paying attention and whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for coming, blah, blah, blah. And they leave, and then I start looking at it. It's at like a 45-degree angle from the wall. He mentioned something to me, oh yeah, I angled it so the water can drip.
Yeah.
You're supposed to angle it like a couple degrees, right? It's not supposed to look like, you know, a slide.
Or even easier, you drill a hole in the bottom of it so you don't have to worry about that.
And so then I go outside to look at, like, you know how he installed it, whatever. against, like, the back screen of it, and it's, like, creating, like, this huge bulge. So the moron never took the packing material out of the unit when he installed it, so when he slid the air conditioner into the sleeve, all of the packing foam smashed against the back of the air conditioner, so no air was ever going to come in through the air conditioner.
Yeah, that thing was going to overheat and freeze up, like, as soon as you try to use it.
And there was, like, glue all over it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And my wife's like, well, they didn't know where to put the insulation, because it came with, like, 4 little pieces of insulation that are sticky at the bottom.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to place them on the inside of the sleeve so that when you slide the air conditioner in, it makes, like, an airtight seal.
Yeah.
The moron put them on the outside of the case, on the outside of the building. There were just these stray pieces of foam attached to the sides of the metal case on the outside. He was trying to use them to stop air from coming into the house instead of, like, caulking around the case.
Yeah.
And at this point, I called him back, and I'm like, it's like, so, did we get out there and do a good job for you?
They did it on purpose.
Like,
they fucked you over on purpose because you complained about them.
And I was
like, we got to work late because this guy keeps bitching, so we're going to fuck up his air conditioner, and he's not even home, so...
So I called him back and I said, you know, a monkey with a fucking wrench would have done a better job.
You said exactly what you said?
In so many words. I made a list of 10 things. I was like, first of all, I said, I'll tell you the first thing you guys did. You didn't follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, I looked at the instructions, and I'll tell you that every possible thing you guys could have done wrong, you did wrong. It looks like someone purposely didn't follow the instructions. Like, you know, like, looked at them and said, that's what I'm not going to do.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what happened, probably. So what they say?
So they're like, oh, you know, it's like all we're doing with this account is apologizing to you.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know, I'm like, that's really your choice. I mean, you could have done right by me in the beginning. So I'm like, and so, you know, like, oh, well, you know, you need to talk to our owner. So I talked to the owner. It seems like every time someone calls a place to complain, they got to give you their sob story so that you can't be mad at them.
Well, they're trying to defuse the situation. That's part of it, yeah.
And I expect this. I really get irritated when it happens, right? So I get the boss is supposed to call me after lunch, right? So it's like 3 p.m. Then he calls me. It's like, oh, you know, Ted, I was just out there on the field today, and I just had the hardest day. Everybody's having a hard day. I mean, it's not possible that, you know, they just hired Bubba Johnson, who doesn't know how to install an air conditioner. So he's like, yeah, you know, I had the hardest day. And I'm like, well, you know, my day wasn't so good either.
Yeah. I got this retarded thing hanging off outside my house.
So I explained to him everything that his installer did, and he's like, oh, yeah, that shouldn't happen. You know, that's terrible. I mean, oh, wow.
But they're so backed up, he can't afford to fire anybody.
Right. But he's like, so I got so pissed at him that I got the 2 owners of the company are coming to my house on Tuesday.
Yeah.
To do it themselves.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I think I'm going to get them to buy me a new one, because what Bubba Johnson, what he did was, when he was putting the air conditioner in the wall, he done scratched up the bottom.
Oh, yeah?
It's all scratched up. So, like, if it gets wet, it's going to rust.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. Well, you could just spray that with some Rust-Oleum.
I just bought a brand new fucking air conditioner, and it's already a patch job.
Yeah, but this guy... I don't know. I don't think he'll get it. I think it'll result in fisticuffs.
I think I'm going to have to punch him out.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to beat him up to get it out of them at this point, because they're probably coming over to bust up your walls and stuff.
Well, they already did bust up my walls. That's one of the parts I left out. There's like, you know, where the hole in the wall is, there's like some decorative trim that goes around it. And Bubba put some screws through the sleeve and into the decorative trim, thinking it's going to anchor it.
Yeah, so that trim in that sheetrock is totally going to hold that 500 pounds.
Yeah, I know. I was just so fucking pissed. And you know...
Well, don't
teach you. Next time, just do it yourself.
That's what I was telling Karen. I'm like, I give up. I'm never hiring anybody to do anything again. It's like, I thought I was going to save some time.
Or you got to be there and supervise exactly what they do if you're going to have somebody do it. You see, if you were there, you would have stopped them from doing all that shit.
Yeah. And my wife didn't feel comfortable.
But your wife was scared of him, right?
Yeah, my wife didn't feel comfortable telling a 7-foot black man that he was doing a bad job. The little 5'8" white girl's not going to do much.
I'm sure they don't do background checks on these people. He could have just gotten out of prison and he misses it.
I'm just having the worst luck. Then I figure, okay, with the other part of my bonus, I'm going to, I had to put new shower doors on the other shower because it's like all funky and nasty.
Yeah.
Rusty and, how things get after 25 years and no one does shit to a house.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And so I figure, okay, I'm going to call this place, Century Shower Door. So they send over some kid, and he has all his measuring instruments, and he makes all these measurements, and he's like, okay, great, I can give you these doors. I'm like, all right, great. All installed for like $400.
Not bad.
Then I get a call at work. Yeah, I need to come back to your house. I was like, well, why? He's like, well, I just want to double check something. I think I may have mismeasured something. I'm like, all right, I'll be home later. And then he comes over and he's like, yeah, your shower's weird. Yeah, our doors wouldn't fit your shower. I said, well, let me get this straight.
Well, there are certain houses that are built improperly and they really are crooked, like my parents' house.
No, it's not crooked.
Uh-huh.
It's not about it being crooked. It's like the amount of space that was left on the shower for like the track of the shower door.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, now this is a place that makes doors custom order, right? They custom fit them.
Yeah.
So yeah, ours won't fit your shower.
Uh-huh.
Not because there was anything wrong with the shower, just because their custom doors won't fit. I said, what is the definition of custom?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having like absolutely no luck, and I have to do everything myself. Yeah. I can't even pay someone to do anything. So I had to go online and order shower doors like freight from Southern California, and they'll probably arrive by another Jamaican drug lord in Bubba Johnson.
All smashed up.
All smashed up and probably spilled the 40 on it.
Yeah. They're doing lines off the shower doors.
Oh, man. I really wish I would have stayed renting, man. This is just driving me crazy.
Really?
Sometimes
well, yeah,
then
you wouldn't have to have this headache, but then you know.
Yeah, when I was 60, I wouldn't have a place to live.
You'd have to wait a lot longer for anything to get done, probably.
Mhm. But it was always somebody else's problem when I was renting.
Yeah.
But anyways, whether it was funny or not, that's my rant for the week.
I gotta find somebody still to cut a hole in the wall so that we can put an air conditioner in here.
Well, you see the great thing about like
it's not like I can just go out there with like a circular saw and cut a hole in the wall.
You know the great thing I remember about the Midwest, East Coast kind of, well you're not, well yeah you are East Coast. Anyway, you can get people who will do work that didn't just come out of jail.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like the cost of living is reasonable in some places such that like normal people will do these jobs. Out here, to get someone to do that job, I mean, they must have like slaughtered a family of 10 or something.
Around here you find like even local handymen, just like old men who fix things in their spare time, but they have so much experience they know how to do everything.
And it's just like out here, if anybody does that kind of work, it's like they either can't speak English so they can't do a job, or they just paddled in from, Cuba or whatever the fuck.
Cuba. You're really fired up about this, huh?
It really is hard to find good help.
Don't you get the urge, like when people fuck you like that, don't you get the urge to just call them in a fake voice and fuck with them back?
Yeah.
Tell me that wasn't going through your head, Jack could have so much fun with these assholes.
I'm waiting until, seriously, I'm waiting until they come and correct it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna seriously start pranking the shit out of that place.
Yeah, make appointments like in slums and stuff for them.
We call up, yo, what up, this is Bubba.
Yeah. I'm one of your installers.
I'm out on the field and I was installing air conditioner and the motherfucker fell out the window.
Yeah, landed on this bench 5 stories down.
I seriously have the urge to make like a whole CD just out of fucking with Central Valley Appliance.
Do it.
I'll call the CD Central Valley Appliance.
Yeah, and then mail them a copy. Send a copy to the Better Business Bureau. At least they're nice when you call and complain. They always say it's rough out there.
Yeah, it's rough out there, you know.
That'll be
it's
the
a hard
world.
world.
It's rough out there.
Like, what, do you want me to feel sorry for you now?
Yeah.
You know, it's like if I fuck up something at work, my boss is right at my door saying, yo.
Yeah.
Like, why should it be any different for you? And then, you know, this
Try that with your boss next time. Say, it's really rough in here.
You know, it does bring up an interesting question, though. Like, somebody said to me, well, you got to think about how much those guys get paid.
They get paid a lot, though, don't they?
And, you know, regardless of how much they get paid, I mean, maybe it is not much. But when sense did how much you get paid exactly correlate with the quality of work you do? Yeah. I think that's a personal thing. You know, like, when I worked at Sizzler, I wanted my cookies and my baked breads to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's a personality trait. I never thought I'm only getting paid this much, so I'm not going to do a good job.
Yeah, a lot of people think that way nowadays. They're like, I don't get paid enough to do a good job.
And that really pisses me off.
But that's why they never go anywhere, because they have that attitude. They never get raises or promoted or anything. They're just short-sighted people who are just happy enough with the status quo.
I don't know. It's like, I feel it's like a core principle, you know, like, will you do good work when people ask you to do something?
Yeah, that's something your parents taught you, and my parents taught me when we were kids. And parents just aren't the same as they were like 20, 30 years ago.
I don't know, maybe like, you know, kids nowadays, their parents are telling, well, you know, unless they're giving you benefits of paying you $30 a year, honey, you don't have to do much.
Yeah, really.
I mean, somehow that message is getting communicated, but
yeah.
For me, it's like, if I do a bad job, there's nothing worse, you know?
Well, aside from the fact that you're not going to get raises or promoted and stuff like that.
No, but I mean, it's just like, you know, you take pride in your work. You know, someone asks you to do something, and it, you know, it's somehow, you know, it has, everything you do has some kind of effect on the world, right? There's some permanence associated with what you do.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I fuck up somebody's house when I install an air conditioner, you know. You know, it affects people if you don't do good work.
Yeah, the problem is that guy probably has no repercussions for doing that.
No,
like,
probably
they'll say to
not.
him, do a better job next time, but they're not going to fire him because it sounds like they're swamped anyway.
I mean, what if I decided, you know, I'm really not going to do a good job on software that processes bank transactions?
Yeah. That seems like what a lot of them do sometimes. Maybe that explains all the problems with Windows.
I don't know. It's just this, maybe it's because I'm in California, but I never, in the Midwest, I remember people were, you know, decent hard workers. You know, out here, everybody's like, give me more money or else I'm not doing it.
You know what we sound like the two old men in the balcony in the Muppets complaining about how things aren't the way they used to be.
You know, I always thought I would never do it, but...
Gas was a nickel!
Back when I was working, I always did, you know, did good work and took a short lunch if I had to get the job right.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm only 28 and I'm already talking like an old fart.
So, you have any ailments, or you want to talk about the weather?
My back is killing me, and I got this.
Oh, like the Myrtle call. I don't know. It's like Dr. Salad. I used to get a stabbing pain in the eye, and Dr. Salad sorted it out. He's like one of those. Every time I had a cup of tea, I'd get a stabbing pain in the eye, and Dr. Salad sorted it out. He's like, well, how did he sort it out? It's like, all I had to do was take the spoon out of the cup. I don't know how I feel about those Myrtle calls. I don't think they're fake.
Well, they are fake. But that doesn't mean they're not funny. Like the Burgess calls, they're fake, but they're funny.
But I don't know, though. See, that's the thing. Like, like towards the end, like if you start listening to tracks like 30 through 40, he starts hanging up on her.
Yeah.
Getting like mad at her.
Oh, yeah.
anytime she starts on her, like, stupid rant about, you know, picking up cat turds in front of the house, or...
It's just a guy who called into a radio station, right?
I suppose so. Like a guy who does a voice.
Yeah.
And, but I think the guy, the radio personality...
He goes along with it sometimes.
It's too scripted, right? It sounds like, you know, it's like the first few calls, it sounds really scripted, like, oh, she's off now, you know, and stuff like that. But towards the end, when she's calling and she starts going off on her tangents, he's like, all right, I've heard enough of this, and hangs up on her. So I don't know, maybe they're real. Maybe it really was somebody who had this, like, old lady. And there's a guy from England who I work with, and I asked him, like, is this... Because supposedly this old woman is from Devonshire in England, which is, like, people have this, like, really different, shall we say, like, dialect of how they speak. They go, ear, you know, like they talk like pirates almost. And so I let him listen to one of the calls, you know, the 65-year-old software architect, I'm letting him listen to a prank call. And he's like, no, that doesn't sound like, you know, that area at all. And he sent me a web page of, like, apparently somebody has a web page of, like, sound clips of what people really sound like from that part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it doesn't match?
No.
Oh.
So it's got to be...
It's a guy doing a voice. From me hearing it, I say it's a guy doing a voice.
Yeah.
But he could be fucking with a radio station, and they might really not be in on it.
Yeah.
Who knows? All that matters is it's funny, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I don't know why it matters if it's real.
Let's see. Monkey Phone Matt says...
Like my brother Mario always says, as long as they feel real.
Okay, Monkey Phone Kids say they don't want to do a show.
Oh, they don't want to do a show.
Well, I asked Matt, do you want to go on? He says, I'll ask Mark, and then he says no. But Frank Master keeps going on all like, it's my birthday, do a show. It's really fucking annoying. But it was Frank Master's birthday last night, and he got a surprise show, so he got to be shutting his mouth.
Shut your mouth, boy.
He says, I'd take a whack at doing a show with Mark co-hosting if he wants to. Okay, well, maybe Matt wants to do a show. So I'm going to tell him, let me know if you want to do a show.
I'm going to make some macaroni and cheese, that's all.
Okay, let me let you go. You can go make your dinner.
I don't have to go to make dinner.
Unless
you want to get rid of me.
Oh, that's right. You're just putting the water on. Macaroni and cheese.
I don't think macaroni and cheese even requires two hands.
Yeah, that's what we ought to do when we have to eat dinner on the air, because tacos is like preparation and stuff, cutting the tomatoes and the lettuce and...
Also, like, you guys really... I remember I used to do Mexican nights.
Yeah.
Mexican nights where you get...
It's not hard. All you do is, like, fry the meat and...
You put them all on the table and you just assemble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have different plates for the cheese, the lettuce, and the tomato. We assemble our tacos. Assembly style.
Assembly style, yeah. Oh, man. So I don't know. A lot of people say they miss me doing the show, apparently.
I'm still waiting for you to do that Mystery Prank Theater.
I don't know, though, because I was thinking about it. It's not really one where I would talk a whole lot, right?
Well, you could if you wanted to. That's up to you.
Yeah. I don't know.
You want a show where you can talk rather than just play prank calls.
No, maybe that's like that's kind of a misconception I had, that I would just be the jukebox.
Well, you could just set up a playlist if that's all you wanted to do, or if you wanted to be live and you can even do live pranks if you want to do, but.
Yeah, maybe Tuesday night isn't the answer, because, like, during the week, the last thing I think about is, I'm going to stop on my hurried schedule and do a show.
Yeah, me too.
It's unfortunate. Well, I don't even know how many people would listen on a Tuesday night anyway. So, it's kind of like the beginning of the week.
Yeah, you could do an early afternoon show or something like that if you wanted to, because, East Coast people.
Yeah.
Or West Coast
I could probably do, like, a Saturday afternoon show, because my wife usually works. Saturday afternoons, I probably could do a show then. It'd probably be the best time, like a...
Well, whatever. You can change the page to whatever you want, or let me know and I'll do it.
Yeah. The only reason why I haven't done it yet is because come Tuesday night, by the time I remember, the show, it's like midnight on the East Coast.
I've forgot about the show before, too. On Thursday night? Last Thursday, I forgot. Oh, shit, I was supposed to do the relay. Oh, fuck it. Not the relay, the replay.
So guess what movie I watched last night?
Office Space.
No. I had a flashback to my early days.
Bubble Boy.
No.
Boy in the Plastic Bubble. With John
Ace
Travolta.
Ventura, Pet Detective.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. I think what triggered it was in the beginning of the movie. Okay, one of the first things that I was pissed about when my appliance was delivered, it looked like someone they really, didn't respect the package.
Yeah, like in the opening scene where he's demolishing the package.
Yeah, I think that's what triggered it in my brain, because when the air conditioner arrived, it was like
the
box was wet, torn open. And,
oh, was it?
Yeah. I mean, this is a bad experience from start to finish. And so I was watching the movie, I'm like, yep, that's exactly how they handle packages.
I know somebody who works at UPS, and he says that they do that. If they see a package marked fragile, they'll throw it at the wall. And I was like, how could you do that? It's marked fragile. And they're like, yeah, those are the ones we go after. He says, don't ever ship UPS.
Hopefully he's kidding.
No, he wasn't.
God.
He said we drop them on the ground, go oops, and kick them.
Like Jim Carrey, field goal.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently.
Sounds broken.
Yeah. He said they did it with there was somebody had a case of champagne that they were shipping.
Oh, God.
And they got it all over the floor when they broke every single bottle in the package. And they said, well, fuck you, it's illegal to ship alcohol anyway. And it is.
Is it really illegal to send someone a bottle of wine?
Yeah.
Then how the hell does Wine.com do it?
I don't know. He says it's against the law to ship at UPS. Maybe you can do it through other means. You maybe have to go through the U.S. Post Office or something.
Yeah, those post office people have no problem with people drinking.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking, I think it was Beta. Do you know this H Beta?
Yeah.
The chat was asking about the I think he was asking, he didn't know, but he was asking about the Touchstone terrorist call. Because he was kind of describing Jim Bob and the whole drunken stupor thing.
Okay.
But I didn't get back to answer him. He asked the question when there was nobody. Whoa! Holy shit! There's a huge bug in this room.
Dad just screamed like a girl because he saw a bug in the room. He went, oh!
No, I'm serious, dude. It's like
I'm so gonna isolate it. I'm gonna isolate that and play it in a loop.
Holy no shit, dude! I just killed it.
What kind of bug?
Holy crap, dude! It's the size of 2 quarters.
What kind of bug?
I don't know. It's whatever. It's West Nile bug. I don't care. As soon as I see it, I kill it.
Does it have wings?
Yeah, it has wings. I think it was
a giant mosquito?
Yeah.
We get those around here because of the river and all the toxic waste that's been
Talk about irony. Do you want to know what book I killed it with?
What?
Oh, God. I killed it with my Buddhism magazine.
A fair weather Buddhist. You're supposed to catch him and let him go outside.
I'm going to hell. Oh, wait, I don't believe in hell.
That's right. What do they have for Buddhism? They have just reincarnation as a lower life form?
I'll come back as the bug I killed.
Yeah, exactly. You come back as the giant mosquito that terrorizes and makes guys go, oh!
Well, don't give me a hard time when I walked in the room and flew right in my face.
I remember when I was working at the gas station years ago, there was a stray cat that lived out back, and we fed it every day, and she just continuously got pregnant and had more kittens, and that just ran off into the woods, like retard cats, feral cats roaming the neighborhood. But one day, I was bringing out the garbage, and she comes walking up to me with this, something is in her mouth, and it's flapping. I'm seeing the wings. I was like, what, did she catch a fucking bird? And she spits it out, and it's this enormous, biggest fucking mosquito I've ever seen in my life. It was at least 3 inches long. Its wingspan was 4 inches, at least. Wow. Enormous. And the cat was all proud, bringing me this giant bug that she found.
Yeah, I mean, cats hunt insects, right? So.
Well, cats hunt anything that's small and huntable.
Yeah.
It's like
I read a book on cats that was pretty good recently.
I know our cats go after mosquitoes and flies and stuff if they see them, moths.
Yeah, Freddy usually starts howling like crazy if he sees a bug.
Oh, really?
He starts trying to climb the wall.
Oh, really?
He eats spiders.
Oh, really?
Mosquitoes.
I wonder if they get sick off of eating spiders and bugs.
Not in the wild, though. You want to talk? Want to say hello?
Should have shown him the giant bug.
I don't know if you can hear me. He doesn't not very loud. It's only loud when I'm not trying to get him to talk.
Yeah.
All right. So the Monkey Phone Kids decide to go on or no?
Yes, Monkey Phone Matt says that he wants to go on the air.
No, okay. I'll get out.
Okay. Peace out, bro. It was good talking to you.
All right. Thanks for the therapy.
I'll talk to you online.
That's fine.
Okay. And everybody, that was Ted, co-owner of PCU Prank Call Underground Radio. And it looks like I'm going to be signing off so that the Monkey Phone Kids can come in here. It looks like I said, let me know if you want to do a show, and Monkey Phone Matt says, I do, sir, I do. And Mark is screaming the lyrics to the safety dance. We can dance, everybody's losing control. Actually, everything's under control. But anyway, I'm going to kick the stream. Well, I'm going to close down the show, and then I'm going to tell them... I'm telling them, get ready. I'll kick the stream in a moment. And I want to say thank you all for listening tonight, and please forgive me for doing a crappy show tonight. Let's see who this is. Hey, this is the Monkey Phone Kids calling in.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? Who is this, Matt?
Mark.
Mark.
I wasn't in the mood to do a show.
Okay, but now you are?
Yeah, because I listened to the safety dance 5 times.
Okay, so now you feel like doing the rest of the show?
Yeah, that makes me happy.
Okay, wait. My phone is beeping, so I gotta go real quick. I'm gonna wrap up the show, and then be around, and I'll kick the stream for you.
Okay.
Okay, peace out. And no offense, but the phone was beeping, wasn't it, sir? You're a witness that I wasn't just trying to rush them off the phone. What do I care if people think I'm doing mean things to them? I worry too much. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Please forgive me for doing a non-prank show tonight, but I did some pranks last night, and it was a pretty damn entertaining show with me pissing in the cup and pitching it out the window and stuff like that on the air. I dumped a beer on myself like during the prank call. And then I had to get naked on the air. And everybody was asking for the webcam. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Tune in again next week, even though the show sucks tonight. It'll start at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here only on PCU Prank Call Underground Radio Network. Until then, stay beautiful.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way. Our galaxy itself